Dancing in the street.
Dancing in the street.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Happy summer!
It is summertime.
And I can't see.
I know.
I'm taking my sunglasses off. Hi, all.
Hello, hello, hello.
I just want to point out these sunglasses I'm wearing, by the way. They are what? Foldable.
You've been holding out on me.
How about that? Tuck it in your pocket.
You don't have a pocket. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello.
Happy you're all with us today.
Well, Nancy, the cat's out of the bag. Yes, today does happen to be someone's very special birthday.
It's true. Well, good memory, Nancy.
I know. I'll be right back.
My goodness. Hi, everybody. Thought we'd be at the pool, says Nick.
In honor of Aaron's birthday, he doesn't know, we're having cake.
Again.
I know.
Oh, sorry. Let me turn it down.
Yeah. So everyone all together, no one will hear you sing, so sing with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Aaron. Happy birthday, dear Aaron. Happy birthday to you. We really mean it.
I'm 29 all year long.
29 and holding.
Next year, 29 too.
Not talking Thursday. I don't know what that means. Anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Aww.
It's my birthday all day long.
I know, and we're having lemon cake. The tour starts in 1 minute, by the way. We're having lemon cake that I made last night.
Patrick makes this every year on my birthday, and it's so good. Mwah.
I do love it.
I know it's really good. Thanks, everybody, and welcome everybody tuning in.
If you're turning in,
If you're turning in,
then good night.
we'll put you to sleep right away. Is it time?
It's 4.
It's 4 o'clock. Oh, and the music already dimmed on its own. Welcome everybody, it's 4 o'clock, it's go time.
It's go time, and we are talking summer. All things summertime.
I know.
You wore a perfect shirt.
I know.
Can you see? Can you see what shirt he has on? It's water skiers.
Like from a water skiing show.
That's fantastic.
Hi everybody, by the way, if you happen to be new to us, if you just stumbled upon us, apologies.
We're so sorry.
Yeah, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're happy you're with us. And thank you, Mimi. Mimi, why are you yelling at us? Okay, here we go. There we go. We're so happy you're with us today. And we decided to just kind of pick a topic that felt right for today. One thing we could have talked about was fathers, because it's Father's Day.
That's true, and it's also Father's Day. It's summertime, it's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
And it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all of those fathers out there. In honor of all of these special things, we are having cake. Mostly it's for Aaron's birthday.
Yeah.
But, and your birthday falls in summertime, which I love.
I know, it's true. Thus, perfect segue to today's topic. So lots to discuss about summer.
Yeah.
And we even thought about breaking this up, but we're going to dive in, and we're just going to chat about it. So I have some questions for you.
Yeah. For me?
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I think.
Favorite summer drink?
I was gonna make up something. Favorite summer drink?
Pomegranate peach punch.
I know. Honestly, when I think of like summertime drinks, we always have like a pitcher of iced tea going in the summertime.
We have one year round in our household.
Yeah?
Yeah, a pitcher of iced tea.
Oh, wow.
So I never think of it as like just being summertime.
Yeah, for us, I feel like it's just a summertime thing.
Agreed. Yeah, we typically just have it in summer. I'm gonna have to go with lemonade, hardcore.
Oh yeah, well you like an Arnold Palmer.
I don't mind an Arnold Palmer every now and then. If you don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, lemonade, iced tea together. Limoncello spritz.
A Long Island iced tea, Nancy says. Well, now, okay.
Pamela saying I like an iced coffee too. Patrick, not so much. Julia, talk to me about the limoncello spritz. So is that limoncello and like seltzer, or limoncello and like prosecco? Put that in the chat because I need to know.
It can be pretty strong because every time you take a sip, you're like, limoncello.
I prefer a lemon base or a lemon viola, but limoncellos are nice too. And I see tonic with lime or iced tea, yep. Golf tea in a glass. I like an Aperol Spritz as well.
Diane,
Not
cheers
mad at
from Florida. Oh,
Hi, Diane.
We're so happy you're with us today, Diane.
Peach iced tea, says Agatha. I don't
peach
mind
iced
peach
tea.
iced tea either at all. Okay, so that
Why
was
not all of the above?
yeah. So that was my limeade. True. How about a cherry limeade from Sonic?
Oh, I love a cherry limeade.
Can we go straight to that?
We don't have Sonics here in New York. We should.
It's true.
They have them all over the Midwest, right?
Literally, can we go straight to that right now? Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.
This was a great tour.
We're going to Sonic
We're off
to get
to
a
Sonic.
cherry limeade. Bailey's. I say Bailey's for winter, but you go for a Bailey's in the summertime. I guess like on the rocks, maybe with some milk or some iced coffee. Yeah, that would be nice. Bailey's all year long, all year long, says Nancy. I'm still waiting to find out what the limoncello with sparkling water. There we go. Thanks, Julia. But the chat's smaller on the what is this called?
Phone.
Phone. Smaller on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm older today, so I forget these things.
How are your eyes?
They are not good. They are not good at all.
That's so funny for someone who's only turning 29.
Some people lose their sight earlier
In their 20s?
in their 20s.
We're joking. Of course, Aaron is not in his 20s.
No, and the truth is, and this is another good segue back into summer, because some of you know this, that we have absconded, I think that's the right word, a patch of sidewalk in front of our building.
Oh, yeah.
Where we garden. It's just a dirt patch in the New York City sidewalk that probably had a tree at some point, but not for a long time.
Yeah.
So we started planting things in it in the middle of the night. And now we're much more bold and we do it during the day. This comes back to summer and to my eyesight.
Yeah.
So I saw somebody from our stoop watching me do this, and I thought it was one of our neighbors. And so I yelled and waved to her, and I was like, it's getting there. It's at least greening up. It's not so much dirt. And this person looked at me like I had two heads. And I was like, ooh, I guess that's not our neighbor. And so after I finished, she was still on the stoop when I got back. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were my neighbor. And she was like, that's okay. You just seem very excited about your gardening, which I was.
Yeah, we are.
How many of you garden in the summer? I mean, that is probably it's probably like barbecuing, gardening.
Yeah, and like that's number one. If you have yard space, that's what you do all summer. You plant new things and you watch them come up, or if you've planted things from last year, you start to find out what time of year they come up.
Natalie, I'm not 48 yet. I'm not that old.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's your birthday, so I'm gonna
let that slide.
Yeah.
You kill a cactus. Well, I think I've killed the rose. We put a rose out there. I think I murdered it. But I think it was it's not good soil. Sure, I'm going to blame it on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame it on the soil.
Yeah, tomatoes in a pot, they'll go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
We used to plant so many tomatoes when I was a kid.
I'm just moving this closer.
Okay.
okay.
Summertime planting, gardening is a huge summertime activity.
Well, tell us about your other gardening that you do here in New York City that you can't do this summer.
My flower boxes. Oh man. So you can see the windows behind us. Usually in the summer, I put out window boxes and I keep them going like for all of the holidays, even past once fall hits. I'll put like Thanksgiving decorations in there, and I'll put holiday decorations in there in December. And then, when spring hits, before all of this to say, I can't plant flower boxes right now because we have scaffolding. Believe it or not, we have scaffolding in front of our building that is blocking the sun. So I haven't been putting flower boxes, and people don't notice the flower boxes as much. And yeah, the scaffolding. This is unusual. Like the scaffolding that's on our building has been up for like 3 years. Because there's the people doing the work on the building are in a fight with the people, the business next door. So it's all caught up in the legal system. And meanwhile, so no work is getting done on the building, but the scaffolding remains. So until that is worked out in the courts, I can't plant my flower boxes. But that normally is a huge thing that I do in the summertime. I plant flower boxes and impatiens and a bright green potato vine and coleus usually in the middle.
There were a couple good recommendations. One was fake flowers in the flower
Oh,
boxes,
that's true.
which we've actually never we do put fake evergreens in it at Christmas time.
Yeah. And I decorate the boxes for other holidays. The problem is because the scaffolding is there, nobody notices the boxes.
Yeah.
I realize how vain that sounds. But
Nobody notices my flower boxes.
I mean, I will say it's one of my favorite things. Like if I'm planting the flower boxes and if somebody happens to be walking by without scaffolding, people are nice and people have commented on the flower boxes and they're very appreciative of classing up the joint on our street.
Another suggestion was to plant vines on the scaffolding. Never considered that.
Oh my God. I feel like our superintendent would just kill them, keep cutting them off.
We could try in the middle of the night, see what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Cheap plastic fake flowers would be hilarious. Yeah, poinsettias in the summer. Exact. Our neighbor across the street may or may not still have some holiday stuff up.
Oh, we're in a fight. It's a fight with our neighbor across the street. He doesn't know that we're in a fight because it's a pretend fight. But he puts flower boxes out on his window boxes as well. But so we put holiday fun things out, paint the scaffolding, and I feel like he tries to outdo us every season. Every summer he puts up new things on his flower boxes. I will say he puts Christmas decorations out too, and they're usually still there in spring.
It's true.
By April, his name's Ernest. I know his name's Ernest because
we gave it away.
I don't know his last name, but a package came to our apartment by accident. He lives directly across the street. And I thought, oh, well, this is the address right across the street. I should just take this over and give this to this person rather than returning it, So I did, and that's how I found out that his name was Ernest.
You said it again. And people are even saying, what if he's on this program? What if he's watching?
Ernest, we're in a pretend fight. No, I doubt he's on. He might be. I don't know. Ernest, we love your flower box.
Okay, so going back to, I digressed to talk about gardening, but I first said, what was your favorite drink in the summertime? So now I would like to ask, what is your favorite food in the summertime?
I just read that comment, Mike. My favorite food in the summertime? Oh gosh, I guess I would say it's my favorite food the rest of the year too. Fried chicken. No, I mean, I guess summertime, hot dogs.
Fried chicken works though. That's such a
hot dogs, hamburgers, things that you would grill on, because that reminds me of summer.
What do you like on your hamburger?
A hot dog.
Ew. A good watermelon, cherries, all solid. Now you're a fight with your neighbor as well. Grilled salmon. I love grilled salmon, fresh tomato. Denise,
oh yes, just sliced up tomatoes in the summer.
Nothing better than a fresh tomato. I cannot buy a tomato from the supermarket. It just does not. It doesn't taste like anything to me.
Did
like mush.
Anyone on this tour? We used to in the summer make eat tomato sandwiches, just sliced tomato sandwiches on white bread. It was so good.
Guess what we're having for lunch tomorrow? Yeah. I don't put salt on mine. Do you put salt on your tomato? My grandpa did. He used to just eat it like an apple, and he'd put a little salt on it. And
no, I don't think I ever did that.
He would be like, eat it. Yeah. Strawberry shortcake. That's coming up, Natasha. The next one's going to be desserts.
The berries, blackberries. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love blackberry. Aaron doesn't love blackberry. You like them okay.
You know what? It's a seed thing for me.
Yeah.
I get bothered by this. I get I don't like different textures in my mouth. I like everything to be the same texture.
Okay, well.
So if there's something, if it's like a pastry with crunchiness in it, it messes me up. Weird, I know.
Tracy, yes, exactly, same.
Radish sandwich. I used to do those actually, because we before I was with Patrick, and also when we first got together, we were members of CSA, which is Community Supported Agriculture. So we had a share in a farm out on Long Island. We got so many radishes, and I would try to get creative about what to do with the radishes. So I tried them on a sandwich, and I liked it a lot because the bitterness of a radish kind of got taken away a little bit. Piccolo tomatoes, I'll have to look at that.
Susan said strawberries and ice cream during Wimbledon. I do love berries and cream, but more than berries and cream, peaches.
I thought you were going to be like, but more than berries and cream,
a hamburger on my hot dog.
Yeah. Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah. Well, that leads us to, that was going to be my next question. What's your favorite summertime dessert?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream.
Ice cream.
Come on. We all scream.
Okay, so favorite ice cream. But homemade ice cream, says Beth. Yeah. I'm going to come back to homemade ice cream in a second.
I guess. I mean, there's just, that's like pick a guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll go, if I can do this, I'll go straight up vanilla with hot fudge on it.
Oh.
And if you can give me a warm brownie with it. Without the nuts, because it's a texture thing.
What do you want on your pizza? A hamburger.
Okay, I want to go back
salted
to the.
caramel.
Yes, salted
caramel. Debbie, I think that's probably.
Cindy
I didn't think
too.
about salted caramel.
Debbie and Cindy, yeah, agreed. That's pretty high on our list. The Talenti gelato one, when it's on sale, because it's too expensive otherwise. We love you, Talenti. Send us some. But it's too expensive until it's on sale.
I know. We do love that ice cream though.
But it's so good. And it has like little surprise chocolate cups in it.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to the homemade ice cream for a minute because my father, whom I love and adore, who I have to call today.
Oh yeah.
The funny thing is, I'm going to digress again because we didn't discuss this, but he texted me because it's my birthday today. For those of you who might have tuned in a little bit late, but it's also Father's Day. So usually he calls me first because it's my birthday, and then I wish him happy Father's Day as well. But he texted me this morning, and I was like, what are you, a millennial all of a sudden? You don't call me? You text me on my birthday? That's so millennial.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my father loves homemade ice cream. Do any of you know, this is just a poll, do any of you know White Mountain ice cream freezers? They have the hand crank and they have an electric one. Because I don't think they make them anymore. And my wonderful father, who's got one of the best hearts in the world, is hounding his 29-year-old son to find this ice cream maker for him. And I can't find a new one. I can find them on eBay, used, but I can't find a new one. But anyway, to marry him.
His dad, whenever you go to his dad's house over the summertime, there's always like ice cream being made, which I just love that so much. He loves to make an ice cream.
I'm gonna pick on him a little bit more because his other thing too is he will say, Debbie, take a look for it on Amazon. I don't know. Here's the other thing he does though. So he makes homemade ice cream, but he doesn't make the base. He goes to the dairy in town that makes their own ice cream, Prairie Farms. For any of you that know of Prairie Farms Dairy, it's from my tiny little town in Illinois, and they actually distribute all over the United States. But he buys their base or their ice cream. What's the word I'm looking for? Custard.
He
calls it a bladder, which I always hate. He's like, I'm going to get my bladder of ice cream. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
It's like the mix. The
mix, yeah. And then just pours it in. I'm like, well, that's not really homemade. You're buying the homemade. You're buying ice cream juice.
You want to see him like have to crank the thing and like.
No, I want to see him over the stove making the custard.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the cranking. I don't care. He can have the electric ice cream maker. That's fine.
All right.
But he buys it already pre-mixed.
Yeah. All right.
I still eat it.
Anyway.
Don't get me wrong.
Wait, I have a summer question.
Okay.
Did you have any favorite summer vacations as a kid?
Well, Mike, I do know that it's owned by Sunbeam. Coming back to that.
Yeah.
But I can't even find the Sunbeam version, so I'm working on that too. Kawartha Dairy. I haven't heard of that, Susan. Oh, it must be in Canada. Yeah. Okay, so yes. Well, we never took big family vacations because we were a big.
Just took really small ones.
We took Well, we did.
Yeah.
I mean, we just went for a weekend. We were like,
Yeah.
okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Because we were a big family, so I guess we did take big family
Yeah.
all of our vacations were big family vacations because we were a big family. But I think because we were a big family, but mom and dad didn't like to camp, so we we went to like a lodge and they called that camping. Like when I had to go camping for Cub Scouts, Dad would take the van and put a mattress in the back of the van.
Yeah.
And that was our camping.
Yeah.
And we slept in the van on the mattress. I kind of loved it. It was great. But yeah, so we would go to the Current River in Missouri and we would go canoeing. And Mom would prepare all of our food before we went so that we could save money and we didn't have to buy food.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
she
did
would
that
make
too.
these, which it's funny that I now live in New York because she made these like Reuben sandwiches that she would wrap in foil and keep in a cooler. She'd make them at home. And then we could just throw them in the campfire and it would heat them up. And they were so delicious. They were
Yeah.
so good. So that was one of the meals we always had when we went camping. And then we always had taco salad. She would make taco salad with Doritos because, because again, you could have all the components separately and then just throw it together when you got there.
Yeah.
And then we had some sandwiches that we would keep like in a cooler that we would drag behind us in the canoe. But we would go canoeing. That was our summer trip.
Look, you just let it float in the water?
Yeah, because the water would keep it cold.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
You would like tie your 6-pack of soda. Well, not soda. Mom and Dad wouldn't let us have soda. So whatever beverages we were having, you just tie it. I think it was a jug of lemonade. You just tie the rope around the handle, tie it to the back of your canoe. The water would keep it cold.
Can you believe it?
What about you? Family trips?
Very similar. We didn't take vacations, but we would go to a family reunion every year, and that was a 2-day reunion in West Virginia that still happens in West Virginia. It's a reunion that's been going on in my family for almost 100 years. And so that was our big outing every summer. And same thing, Mom would like pack the car with all the food so we wouldn't have to eat. We would have like ham biscuits and lots
You know
of
what's funny? Because we rode lots of what? Sorry, go ahead. I cut you off.
desserts and stuff.
You and I road trip a lot.
Yeah,
And I find, like, we sometimes pack a lunch when we road trip.
yeah.
But I feel like, don't you get tired of the food that we eat on the road so quickly? Like, fast food.
Oh yeah. There's the same choices.
So I think back to how lucky we were
Yeah.
that our moms, like, packed all that food. And at the time, I didn't appreciate it. But now I'm like, what I wouldn't kill for that packed food.
And it's what we do now when we go on road
Right.
trips. We pack our own food, so
Sometimes just out of time because
Yeah.
it takes like 15 to 20 minutes even just to go through a drive-through.
Yeah, true,
basically.
true. But we would go summer vacations. It wasn't my family, but I worked on the neighboring farm next to where we lived. I worked on tobacco farms growing up, and they would give me a few bucks for working the tobacco field that summer. But my big payment was to go. They would go to Ocean City, the beach, every summer at the end of tobacco season. And that was always part of their thank you to me. They would take me to the beach for a week, which I loved at the time. The strange thing is I don't really love the beach now. Neither one of us are big like I appreciate a beautiful beach and I love seeing it and I love seeing the ocean and hearing it and smelling it and everything. But I get bored just like laying on the beach and
I get sand in places I don't want sand. I'm like, it's like in my armpit.
yeah. That's true. I mean, also, it's just like, what else? I mean, I do enjoy reading, but you can only read so much, and the sun is hot. And did your mom make you wear sunscreen as a kid?
Oh, absolutely. You did not?
No, we didn't.
What?
Which was probably a huge mistake because I'm very pale. But yeah. We
Like
didn't-
at all?
I don't think so. Maybe sometimes. I don't remember being, come here, let me put sunscreen on your, shoulders. I don't remember that.
Well, you know what? Come to think of it, when I was little, I don't know that we did.
Yeah.
Because we had a pond behind our house, so we would go swimming in the pond all the time.
Yeah.
And I bet when we went swimming in the pond, we didn't, because we would just go swimming for like 45 minutes, and then thanks Evelyn, and then come back in. But now, well, I actually have a little bit of red right there from Mermaid Parade yesterday.
Oh, we went to the Mermaid Parade. That was fun. We just posted about that on our page.
Yeah, so there's a video. We went to the Mermaid Parade in Coney Island yesterday, which is how Coney Island kicks off its summer.
Yeah.
Speaking of summer.
Yeah.
Some people open their pool.
Yeah.
We never had a pool.
Coney Island has the Mermaid Parade.
They have the Mermaid Parade. So if you don't know what the Mermaid Parade is, you're curious, check it out. We did a video about that. That's kind of fun. And thanks, Evelyn. Yeah, we think it's a fun one. Somebody said they like to go Cape Town. Somebody said they like to go to Myrtle Beach. I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Have you been to Myrtle Beach?
When I was a teenager, just briefly.
I don't even know anybody named Myrtle.
Oh my God, Moaning Myrtle.
Florida. Some people go to Florida. We'll go to Florida a lot because we like Disney. But yeah.
We So also I just want to mention Cindy. I actually do. Yes, I have I go regularly to the skin doctor just to for if anything pops up, I have that checked out immediately.
Also, I want to thank Tiesh, because it was Tiesh's idea that we do the Mermaid Parade. I just remembered.
Oh,
when we had a conversation like a couple months ago about what things should we show off in New York, I'm pretty sure it was Tish that said Mermaid Parade, and we did it. So
good call, Tish. We did it. Loved it. It's on the page now.
We'll do it again. Laura, good question. Laura has a question. Favorite New York City summertime activity? And that's one of my questions on the list.
New York summertime activity. Well, there's a couple of cool things. The Philharmonic plays a free concert in the park in the summer, and there's usually fireworks at the end of it, which is a lot of fun, and it's free. And it's the New York Philharmonic. It's this great concert.
And do you want some sad news?
They're not doing it this year.
No, we missed it. It was this past week.
How did we?
It was when the cousins were here.
Oh, okay.
But we missed it.
We've had lots of friends and family visiting, and it's continuing. We have a friend who's visiting now, but they're out at a show. But
also, Patrick Toomey into house.
What? Patrick Toomey's here?
Hi from the Denver airport.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Oh, that guy. That Patrick Toomey. That kid never stops moving.
I mean, so much that he should be called Patrick Threemy. Use it. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I cannot keep up with him. I love seeing all of his adventures and where he travels to. Speaking of summertime, moving and shaking, Patrick Toomey is moving.
I want to say some of my favorite summer things in New York City. I like going to the North Woods in Central Park. I do enjoy that because it's very shaded. It's got lovely water features that make you feel cooler than what you probably are when it's really hot.
Yeah.
New York City in August and like through the first part of September, sometimes all of September, can get really
pretty muggy
sticky.
and gross.
Hot. So I like to find those shaded places. I also love to go to the movies in the summertime in New York City because of that very reason, because it's so hot and the movie theater is going to be like overly air conditioned.
Yeah.
And I love to just sit there with my soda and my popcorn and watch some big, crazy blockbuster, whether or not I'm really interested.
Absolutely. If nothing else, it's a nice nap. I just want to say, Sil, hello from Argentina.
Hi.
We got to meet Sil. When was that? Just somewhat recently.
Just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So those are two of my favorite New York things. But like Patrick said, go ahead.
Oh, well, the other thing I'll say about summertime in New York City is that generally the city kind of clears out. Because a lot of New Yorkers leave New York for the summer, either traveling or I don't know why it clears out, but it does.
I think traveling.
It thins out, and so there's not as many New Yorkers in New York over the summer, which is kind of nice for those of us New Yorkers that stay here in New York because it thins out a little bit. So that part's nice.
Yeah.
Even though it might get muggy in August and September, it really is like, less crowded.
That's when you go to the movies.
Yeah, true.
Especially on Tuesday at AMC, $5.
Oh yeah, that's such a
bargain.
great deal.
It's a good bargain. I did see that Mike said Macy's had it for sale, but only the hand crank. Mike, who's got time for that? I'm going to look that up right now, because that's new, if that is the case, because it didn't have it, I don't know, last time we looked with Dad, but I'm going to look that up. I don't know. Okay, here's my next question.
Yes.
Did you ever go, speaking of movies, did you ever go to the drive-in movie theater as a kid?
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. It was such, so I'm the youngest of 6, so we would all take the station wagon to the drive-in, put the hatchback down, like back in backwards, and we would all like pile in because it would be like, whatever you can in one car full is a certain price on a certain day of the week. I forget.
Love that.
And so of course we would go on that day because it was a lot cheaper because there were so many of us. And I remember we saw. I can specifically remember. I fell asleep because I'm the youngest, but we saw a double feature. It was
Double feature.
Silver Streak, the Silver Streak with Gene Wilder, and I forget who else. And the other movie was called Mother Jugs and Speed. I think that was the other movie. I know. I'm not actually. I realized after I said it, that sounds like an adult film, and it wasn't. It was a family-friendly movie.
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
That was a character in the movie. Their nickname.
We're done.
I'm sorry. Yes, it was a comedy. It wasn't. My mother was a fantastic, full of great morals mother. She didn't take us to an adult film.
Raquel Welch, was Raquel Welch in it?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
She played Mother Jug.
Maybe, and Bill Cosby. I forget. I think they were they worked on a rescue squad. They were ambulance drivers, and it was all about their adventures, like with
I kind of want to watch it. It actually sounds really funny.
Yeah.
We would go. So I grew up in a little town called Carlinville, and not too far away was Litchfield, Illinois, and they had a drive-in. So we would go over there every now and then. But I do love going to the drive-in. Would we consider Coney Island being a New York City summer thing? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Cool thing about Coney Island is they show in the summer on Fridays. They have fireworks every Friday over the summer, which is a fun thing.
Yeah. And we'll do a full city walk of Coney Island for our YouTube page.
Yeah.
Very soon. But the Mermaid Parade is up already, which doesn't show off much of Coney Island itself. It's really about the
parade. Yeah.
But I do love going to the drive-in. But we never, I guess when I was a kid, lately when we've gone, it's been the tune into the radio, and you don't get the box for your window, which I do miss.
They have movies at the beach in Coney Island, Robin says. Oh, I love that.
On Fridays, is that on Fridays as well? I think it might be. Wearing PJs to the drive-in. Oh, I love that.
I mean, I guess that's if you fall asleep, then your parents can just, take you home and put you right to bed.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Oh, right.
And it would be like the hot dog.
Yeah. Is that what they would say? Let's all go to the movies.
Oh, let's go to the movies.
I think that's.
I guess you were at the movies. You weren't your own. But maybe there's a version where it's let's go out to the kitchen.
Maybe. Movies in the park there.
Yeah. We do. We have quite a few. Not in Central Park, actually.
We have it in Bryant Park. They have a whole summer movie series, which is really fun. I don't know how. We just had this discussion the other day. We want to be on the committee to choose the summer movies that they show. Because sometimes they'll show old classics.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's lobby, Julie.
There it is.
Of course, it's lobby.
I'm like, I'm not kitchen. It's movies. We were both wrong. But
I was so convinced. I was singing it like, you all know this.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
Bryant Park, like sometimes it's not really themed.
Well, they did do.
Oh, they did do musicals one year.
And last year they did
Adventure.
sequels.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know if this year has a theme or not, but it didn't. Yeah, but we feel like we should be on the committee to get to pick the films because
Yeah.
there's and Bryant Park isn't the only one that has outdoor films. There's a lot of places. There's a rooftop film series, and the Intrepid also does films. And we're so bummed we didn't. A few years ago, we took our dinner and our folding chairs to go see Top Gun on the deck of the Intrepid, which is a huge battleship.
Yes.
And we got there and no one was there. And we were like, we're going to have front row seats.
Front row for us.
Nailing it. Wrong night. But not my fault.
It wasn't your fault.
The article, because another family came up right behind us with all their stuff. And they were like, what? And it was whatever article we had read had the wrong date printed. But
yeah, so
that
we
was
just
such a
read the
great
one printing of the ad that had the wrong day, so that's the day we went.
but it's such a brilliant idea. Top Gun on the Intrepid.
I know. That would have been fun.
I know. We're gonna have to do that again sometime. It was years ago, so it was when it was the original Top Gun. Does anyone head north of Manhattan for a summer adventure? Absolutely.
Yes. I do you mean like north, like what's up there, Hudson? Like,
Yeah.
is that what you mean?
Like Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
Maybe. I will say you and I want to go to the Catskills. We want to do the rail car.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
There's like an old abandoned railway. I can't talk. And they have little bike cars that go on the rails in the Catskills. I think there's a few places around the country that have that same kind of thing, but the one near here is the Catskills, and we really want to.
Yeah, it's sort of like an open air car, like you pedaling through.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool. Debbie says she's north in Toronto. Debbie, we love Toronto. That's like Toronto is like the clean version of New York. Like it has all of the city thing, like the city, all of the, what am I trying to come up with?
I'm not sure.
It has all the features of New York City, but it's clean.
Yeah.
I love Toronto.
Joan says, "Come visit me in Hudson Valley." Robin, you were gonna do the railway with some friends, but then stupid COVID. Rail trail noob. Oh yeah. Those rail trails. I love those. Yeah, we'll have to look at that too. They're all so cool. I love that idea. I mean, we have it here with the High Line here in the city, but I love that idea of taking those old rails and turning them into paths.
Something else that we, in the summertime here, we talked about going to the movies for, to get cool. If you're, it gets so muggy, as we said, in August and September in the summer here. When you, down on the subway platforms, for some reason, the heat gets trapped down in the subway, and in the summertime it is sometimes it's like getting smacked in the face with like walking into a sauna or something.
Yeah.
It's that extreme. And so then when you get on the subway car and it's a nice cool air conditioned subway car, oh my gosh, that is like.
Robin said you also have outdoor concerts at Jones Beach, which was another thing I was going to ask. Did you ever go to concerts in the summertime? Because I feel like a lot of people associate concerts, like at least growing up near St. Louis, we had Riverport Amphitheater, and you would go see the concerts in the summer. I saw REO Speedwagon.
Yeah.
And
as a teenager, I went to go see an outdoor concert of Manhattan Transfer, who is retired. They're retiring. They're giving their final tour right now.
They're transferring somewhere else.
No.
They're going to become Baltimore Transfer.
No.
They're transferring to Baltimore.
Okay.
Barry Manilow at Jones Beach, that's a good one. But
still there. Wolf Trap, is that what you mean? Is Wolf Trap still there? I think it is, although I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's not open air anymore. I mean, it's open air, but it's fully covered now, and it didn't used to be.
Yeah, it was really great. But I used to go, and this is another segue to another thing I wanted to talk about summer-wise, because as a kid, the concert I would go to every single year was at my county fair. We always had we always had a country singer, and the most memorable one, well, there were two. Mickey Gilley was at one, and I got to meet him, and I think my grandpa, because he was on the fair board, told him I played the piano. So Mickey Gilley talked to me about playing the piano, and I was like, my God, Mickey Gilley, this country star, was talking to me about playing the piano, and I got to go on his tour bus as well.
Oh, I thought you were like you got to go on tour.
No.
I was like, what? You played with Mickey Gilley? You know, just like
I'd be like dun 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 dun. But I think it was a couple years after Mickey Gilley. Oh my God, his name just Charlie Daniels. Charlie Daniels came, and
that's big.
get this though, his opening act, Garth Brooks. Ever heard of him?
Wow, he wasn't Garth Brooks
No,
then.
isn't that crazy?
Wow,
Garth
that's
Brooks was his
wild.
opening act, and we still remember being like, "Who's that guy? He's incredible!" Like my siblings and I. So that then leads me from concerts to county fair. Did you go to the county fair in the summertime?
Hell to the yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Karen Korsnick did a tap dance. We had a tap dance and the talent show planned for the county fair. We showed up, and there was no floor. It was outside on the dirt. They had straw down, and we had like our tap shoes. We're like, I guess we just do it anyway. So that's what we did.
Did you win?
No, we lost.
Oh, who
Didn't have
won?
when they couldn't hear us. I don't remember who won. We left. I don't know. Riffraff, some riffraff. I don't know who won.
I always got beat. Okay. I'm gonna spill the beans. Les Mis. Somebody mentioned Muni. Yes, Muni was like one of my biggest summertime activities because we're both musical theater people. But a musical theater show that gets pushed down to the bottom of my list is Les Mis. And one of the large reasons why is some young woman would always come to the talent show and beat me by singing On My Own. Every time I'd be like, oh great, she's gonna sing On My Own and I'm gonna lose again.
You would just hear the intro and you're like, well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Dee-da-da-da-da, or however that goes. I'd be like, great, I'm gonna lose again. Because On My Own was so popular. Like Les Mis was so popular when I was doing the talent show circuit at the county fairs. For those of you that don't know, it's like, our states here in the United States, if you're not from here, are broken down to counties, and most of the counties have a county fair where there will be carnival rides, there will be games. There's exhibitions for like 4-H or FFA, or I would submit things all the time because you could submit stuff and we would get paid. If we got a blue ribbon, we got like $1. If you got what's second place?
Red, right?
Red.
For anybody that doesn't know, FFA would be Future Farmers of America. Hi, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Oh, Bonnie.
Bonnie
from Brighton. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome.
Hello. So I would use the money from my ribbons to then spend that at the fair, which I loved. It was great. So I would like kind of count on that money. But then every night there was always some sort of an event in the grandstand. So usually, like the first night, it was usually the Queen pageant. So then you had the county fair queen for the rest of the week.
Sitting right here.
And then you had the demolition derby, which was basically when people just bang their cars into each other. It's real.
Yeah.
Tractor pull or tractor and truck pulls where they would pull weight. And then the Friday night was the concert. And then I forget, or maybe Saturday night was a concert. I forget what the other nights were. But there was some event every single night at the county fair.
Oh, yeah.
And I went every single day. But my grandpa was on the fair board. He would run the harness racing.
We would have, in the summertime at the county fair, an oyster shucking contest.
Oh, shucks. That's great.
No lie, that I'm not kidding.
Did you win?
No.
Did you ever do it?
No, I never entered the contest. I mean, I would eat the raw, like, shuck it and eat the raw oyster just to, like, have the experience, but it wasn't, like, my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like oysters fine. I don't love them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not 100% slam dunk for me either when it comes to an oyster. I see, yep. I'm just looking.
I'm just trying to catch up on some of the things that we...
Hard to beat Les Mis, or She Used to Be Mine. Yeah. If I were doing talent shows right now, they'd all win from She Used to Be Mine.
Yeah.
Absolutely, from Waitress. Oh, my birthday cake. It's lemon.
Oh, yeah, it was lemon birthday cake. Today's Aaron's birthday, for anybody that might be joining late.
My birthday's in the summer.
His birthday is in the summer, and we're celebrating.
Well, I guess technically it's still in the spring, isn't it? Summer starts on the 20th.
Oh, right. It does start in a couple of days.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry I cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're talking all things summer today. And, Aaron and I are both theater actors, so summer, many years for us, meant, summer stock work, summer stock jobs at, summer theaters everywhere. I worked at a summer theater in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. If anyone on here happens to be near,
Anyone from Hazleton?
if anyone happens to be near Hazleton, I worked at the Genetti Dinner Playhouse, was the name of the place. And I was, one summer when I was working there, it burned. Not during the show, it burned early in the morning. And ironically, we were doing a production of Singin' in the Rain when it burned down, which I always found interesting.
Neither of us have ever worked in Williamstown.
Or New Hope. Someone brought up New Hope.
I've worked in Old Hope. I've worked with Bob Hope.
Oh my God.
But never New Hope. No, I've never done any of them, actually. No, most of my summer stock has been at the Muni,
At the Muni,
in
yeah.
St. Louis, which for those of you that don't know is an 11,000-seat outdoor musical theater, which I love. But I've also done summer work in Sacramento, in Wichita.
Mike in Toronto asks, when is my birthday? It's in March, Mike.
Yeah. We're doing a play right now. No, we both have a couple things coming up which we can't speak about yet, but we will. But it doesn't mean we'll be away from our YouTube channel.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, we'll still be around that, which is a good thing. Wait, okay, here's my next question. Patrick,
Yeah.
did you ever go to camp in the summertime?
I did. I went to Camp Maria, which was a Catholic camp with the two nuns you met.
Oh, yeah.
Two nuns that I went to school, were two of my teachers growing up. They had a summer camp every year that I went to called Camp Maria. And we would, do all the summer things. We sang songs and played games. And
Please tell me you sang How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria.
at Camp Maria, I don't think we ever did, but we should have. It was a missed opportunity. And I'm
That's
sorry.
Huge, like an Ave Maria and Maria from West Side Story.
Mm-hmm. I know, a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Yes, that is my birthday, March 4th. March 4th.
You're on the last season. Oh, Susan, we actually just finished it 2 nights ago, the final season of Mrs. Maisel. It's so good.
Yeah.
Do all kids go to camp in the USA? Not all, but it is very popular. So I went to church camp first. And I went to that, and at church camp, you could go to, like, our church camp had a lot of separate camps. They had a horse camp. I went to craft camp and choir camp at my church camp. And then I also went, and when I got older, I would go to band camp, piano camp,
That lines up.
and choir camp. But it was a really cool choir camp. It was at Illinois Wesleyan University. And the head of the camp, she felt like a lot of people were just sending their kids to choir camp to get them out of their homes instead of the kids actually having talent.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to work with kids who really wanted to sing and do something. So what she did was she auditioned for Gilbert and Sullivan operettas. So that way she could select who got to be in the camp. And so literally in 5 days' time, we would put on a full-scale operetta. We rehearsed
Whoa.
all day long. And I was in high school. This was like before I did summer stock or anything. We would get there Monday morning and we would present it Friday night for our parents and the rest of the camp. Like, because the camp also had the piano camp and the band camp.
Wow.
And we built our own sets. I think she had costumes for us, but it was so much work and so much fun. I loved it. And they would have like nighttime activities for us at the camp, and all of us in our Gilbert and Sullivan group, we would be like, no, we don't want to go to the dance. We want to stay and rehearse. And so we'd like skip the sanctioned events and do our own rehearsals. But are camps local, or do kids go out of state? We always meant local.
Yeah, they're mostly local. I'm sure there are out-of-state camps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a fancy camp.
Yeah.
There's all different kinds of camps too. There's like the church camp that Aaron was talking about, but then there's the band camp, and there's
Space camp.
Or musical theater, a theater camp. I'm gonna go down in a few weeks to teach at a theater camp that a friend of mine is doing in Virginia.
Yeah.
So there's all different types of ways to keep your kids busy over the summer.
Yeah. I did love camp. And I would say all the camps I went to, we either stayed in cabins or dorms because they were at a college.
At a college, yeah.
I never did like tent camping because
Yeah.
that goes back to my father teaching me that proper camping was on a mattress. So
Yeah, like to just sleep in the van.
whatever. Almost had a heart attack from a water snake. Snakes can, they can scare you. They can definitely scare you.
I mean, there's good snakes and bad snakes, right? In the summer.
They still scare you though.
They still scare you,
Like,
but if you
oh.
see a black snake, you're just like, oh, it's just an old black snake.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything. And they're scared of us too.
Yeah.
They'll run away
yeah.
from us.
Okay, so I would like to know about swimming in the summertime. Did you go swimming a lot?
Well, we didn't, and I grew up in Maryland, southern Maryland, and there's lots of water around there. And strangely, we didn't do a lot of swimming. My mom, my mom was always nervous to take us to like swimming holes.
Because of snakes?
No, not because of snakes. My mother could swim, but when we were little, she was scared. She goes, I'm a comfortable swimmer, but she didn't feel like she was a great swimmer, and she was always nervous that if something happened, that she wouldn't be able to get to us, or so we would go to pools, sometimes if we were invited or something like that, but even though we are near lots of bays and waters and lakes in southern Maryland, we didn't go to the water that often.
Did you have swim lessons as a kid?
I did not.
Oh, because that was like in our town. It was like you went to swim lessons. Like when you were old enough, you went to swim lessons.
Yeah.
So I always remember my favorite day of swim lessons was when it rained, because the pool would be like really warm, and I loved that.
No, in the summertime I was working in the tobacco fields.
Oh.
The tobacco fields.
You were swimming in sweat.
Yeah, and I don't mean the wacky tobacco. I mean actual tobacco.
Yeah. But after I had swim lessons, we never then. Mom didn't take us to the local pool, public pool, that much. I think because we had to pay for it, and she was, frugal. So we would swim in the pond, but we loved swimming in the pond, so we didn't mind.
Erin is the youngest as well. Who I can't. Catherine asked that. We're both the youngest. Erin's the youngest of 4. I'm the youngest of 6. I was definitely not planned, but
Samesies.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they were happy that I was around nonetheless.
What I like to call a PP, a pleasant surprise. I have another question that goes back to beaches. You mentioned beaches.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
But you answered my question.
Okay.
Sandcastles. Where do you stand on sandcastles? Do you have the patience to do one, or no?
I think there was a time, there was like a certain age where I did it, where I was like, I wanted to like make that accomplishment. But there's like an age bracket, right? You're like, I don't know, like you can't be too little. Well, I'm sorry. No, yes. Of course we can I don't have the patience to do the elaborate things that some people do.
Right.
But yeah, I made sandcastles as a kid.
But you wouldn't now.
I do. I maybe.
Well, there goes tonight's plans.
I guess I don't know.
No, the truth is, I actually never had the patience. It was a little bit of a leading question.
You have to make it has to be the right consistency of water to sand.
Yeah.
So that it holds, but it doesn't fall apart. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. You know what interested me? I'm drunk off
Easy.
my cake.
This is not just coffee.
Yeah. What interested me most was making the moat and having water in the moat.
Oh yeah.
I found cooler than the castle itself. So I'd be like, somebody else can make the castle, and I'll make the moat around it. But I definitely.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Okay, here's my next one. Unless you have one.
No, go for it. We both came up with separate lists.
Look at my shirt.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No, I mean that would be my dream.
Because I feel like you would be really good at that.
I don't know if you guys can see, but these are water skiers on Erin's shirt. That would be my dream, to be a water skier.
You never even tried?
Never tried it.
Really? I feel like you would excel at that like crazy.
Missed opportunity. I got a professional water skier.
You could have been.
I know.
I want to go to one of those ski shows. Have you ever been to one?
Where they like do pyramids and
Yes.
stuff? No.
I want to go to. There's one in Indiana There's one in Wisconsin. I bet somebody's on from Wisconsin. What's the one in Wisconsin called? It's like Bob Beckett Skiers or something like that. We were gonna go.
Oh, right.
We were gonna go. Robin was talking about not being able to do the rail trail because of COVID. We were gonna go to the Dells in Wisconsin.
Yes, Janice.
And then we were gonna go to the Dells, and Lady COVID hit us all, took us down. Well,
I mean, COVID happened.
The pandemic happened.
Yeah, we didn't
so we didn't
COVID.
get to go. But I want to do that. And then there's a bunch a couple in Florida as well. Florida's Waikiki has it. Yeah. I want to go to one of those.
I know, that would be fun.
And watch them go off the ramps, and I just think that would be really cool.
Did you have anything else?
No, go for it.
Well, listen. As they say toward the end of Carousel, this was a real nice clam bake.
That's true.
Thank you all for joining us for this fun summertime chat.
Summertime.
Summertime. Yeah.
I do want to talk about, though, before we hang up.
Yeah.
What went on our
Suzanne Summers.
Have you had that ready the whole time?
I wanted to say it at the very beginning and I forgot. Like, if you think you're here to talk about Suzanne Summers, you're wrong.
Suzanne Summers. There's got to be other famous. Mark Summers, wasn't he the host of Truth or Dare and a couple of other things?
Donna Summer.
Who else? Summer. There's got to be.
I went to school with Somervilles, like a family, and their last name was Somerville.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was really good. That got me. So I will tell you that today a brand new Subway Sunday went up.
Oh yeah.
And it's probably one of our favorite stations. If you were a Hago viewer with us from early days, you saw a little bit of the station early on, which is the 14th Street and 8th Avenue station. Tom Otterness is the artist there.
Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we show off that station. It's pretty cool. Also, the Coney Island Mermaid Parade is part of our Unique New York series. Say that fast.
Unique New York.
And that'll be that's up already. It went up last night, and then we had our Sounds of the City Saturday, where we don't talk, we just let you hear what's happening around us. That's Grand Central. But if you want the commentary, there's also a city walk of Grand Central that's also posted, and that link is in that description. So you can do both. You can try it with our commentary, and then get sick of us and watch it without the commentary.
Susan, thank you for saying that. For some reason, Subway Sundays is becoming like our new favorite thing. We just get to explore all of these really cool artists and their very unique work all over the subway system in New York City, and we're really loving it. And there's just so many of them.
Yeah. Coming back from Coney Island, Patrick was like, "Oh my gosh, look at these stations."
Yeah.
So we have a lot more we're going to be showing off. Friday we showed a Hago rerun of Georgetown in Washington D.C. and the other Hago rerun that was this past week was Magic Kingdom, and we went to Magic Kingdom at Disney World. And then our city walk this past week was Casey, Illinois. 11 of the world's largest things.
If anybody has spent time in the Midwest, you may have heard of Casey, Illinois. It's this tiny, sleepy little town, kind of between
St.
Louis and Indianapolis. Yeah. And it has they started creating like these world's largest items.
Yeah.
Like they have the world's largest rocking chair. They have the world's wind chimes. And I don't know, they've slowly become known. This little sleepy little town has become known for like the world's largest items, certain items. And so we stopped by there and shot up a bunch of the world's largest things.
Yeah.
So we can check that out on our page too.
Yeah, we've been a few times, and we've always wanted, when we would do the live tours on Hago, we always wanted to do one there, but their signal was bad, so we had to pre-record it. But thanks so much. Thanks for mentioning. Yeah, I'm happy to spend my birthday laughing about summertime fun and whatnot.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new tours coming up this week, and we'll probably have a live event probably next weekend. The truth is we have company coming again, and June for us is literally back-to-back company. So when we know what our schedule is like with our company for next weekend, we'll put up something else live as well. And we'll probably be able to announce probably next week one thing I'm headed to do soon. I think we'll probably be able to say what that is. So we'll keep you posted for that, because you'll also see some road trip tours based on that as well. But thanks, Louise. We certainly, when we're at home, we certainly don't have to deal with the stress of walking around the city, and so we can have a little bit more fun, which is certainly nice.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else. Do you?
I don't have anything else, Governor.
We have a city walk coming up this week, 2 Hago reruns, a new Subway Sunday, a new Sound of the City, and maybe a Unique New York. I think a Unique New York, if I can get it edited.
Say it one more time.
Unique New York, Unique New York, Unique New York.
Well done.
Thank you.
If you happen to stumble upon us this afternoon, thank you so much for sticking around for A&P Adventures. We live in New York City and we love it. We love showing it off. And we also do a little bit of traveling, so you never know where we might show up. We might be somewhere near you.
Yeah.
But for now,
we say adieu.
Go enjoy the rest of your summer.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't even started yet.
No. He was delaying because it was the wrong song. I had a song queued up and it's playing California Dreamin', but I thought it was going to be Summer Lovin'. Darn it. It's not a bad one though.
Yes, for anybody that may have missed it, today is Aaron's birthday, so thank you all for the birthday wishes. I'm thanking them on your behalf.
Thank you.
Aaron thanks you for the birthday wishes. We did have lemon cake, which was nice.
Yeah, and it is gone.
It's gone, whoever asked.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thanks for the support. We'll see you soon. What happened?
Catherine said Summer in the City. That's what I was trying to play.
Summer in the City.
It wouldn't go.
Summer